War for the Planet of the Apes is directed by Matt Reeves and is the final film in the Planet of the Apes trilogy, and once again Andy Serkis returns as Caesar. The dawn of a new era still continues with the apes taking over Earth, but now it is time for war. This film was highly talked about, it was highly anticipated, and whenever we get to the final film in a proposed trilogy, you can't help but be nervous. Can it live up to the expectations as the last two? And by God it did. By God it did, guys. This is easily for me my favorite Planet of the Apes film out of the three. This was in my list for the best films of 2017. I felt like I should take a trip back to the best films and review them in more detail. This film floored me. It took me a while to realize that this film is a complete masterpiece. I absolutely adore this film, and it's my favorite in the trilogy. And honestly, I just can't find anything wrong with this film. It's absolutely flawless. I just can't find anything that I could pick apart and just, improve on or suggest anything that could be better, because I feel like this is a perfect film. The only major problem that I had with the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was the amount of expositional dialogue, because there was a lot of sign language, there was a lot of communication between the apes where they would just be doing sign language and mostly expositional dialogue. In this film, it's completely gone. It's almost entirely gone. There was only one scene where they would talk about this. Aside from that, there's nothing. Woody Harrelson's character is absolutely brutal. He has no sympathy for anyone. He is just his own man, and he is absolutely awesome. This is the type of character that I wanted to see. When I hear the title War for the Planet of the Apes, the most thing that I wanted was for the characters to be at their best, to be at their finest and most brutal. And by God, this really was a war between Caesar and Woody Harrelson's character. It was absolutely magnificent. The motion capture in this film is just... it's real, guys. It's absolutely real. It is jaw-dropping. Andy Serkis knocks it out of the park once again. No doubt about that. But the people who are behind the scenes, the way they are working on this character, the way they are trying to develop and make it even better, the detail in the motion capture, the visual effects, it's just magnificent, guys. This is easily the best motion capture work that I have ever seen in my life. I mean, the detail in the characters, the details in the apes, the sweat, the expressions, everything is just brilliant, and it's just so effective as well. One of my favorite characters was the orangutan, Maurice. Yet again, really, really good in this film. He was really fantastic in the film. The way he had the relationship with the little girl, who was very, very sweet and had a really nice message and a really nice storyline as well. I loved that bit. One of the biggest surprises for me in this film was the bad ape, played by Zahn. I felt like he could have been the biggest thing that could have put this film down even more. I felt like it could have been very, very annoying. I felt like because he is a comic relief sort of character, it could have affected the film in a very negative kind of way. But thank God they used him in the right sort of emotion, in the right sort of manner, and I had a lot of fun with his character. The structure of this film is so interesting. It's just so original and unique. You don't really see this sort of thing, especially in the opening scene where even if you haven't even seen the last two films, which I highly recommend, please go watch it before you watch this one. But it just tells you, it just sort of summarizes what's been happening in the past two films. It's just the Rise name, and then it just sort of links in with the Dawn, and then there's War, and then it's just like, wow. You get some battle scenes, but not really though. I felt like this film is more to do with the psychological war between the humans and the apes, and how much further they can go with each other. And because of that, and because of the psychological aspect to the film, the character work is just masterfully done. The film sets out many plot points that when, such as myself, I'm a film enthusiast. When I see a film, I like to analyze it, I like to predict myself as to what's going to happen next, and I sort of guess around that this is going to go there, and I just sort of realize, okay, I know what they're going through. And similarly to the last film that I just reviewed, 3 Billboards, I would say the same thing here, that you have to stop predicting, you have to stop thinking about what's going to happen next, just enjoy what's in front of you. I rewatched this film, and I had the same feeling again and again, and it was fantastic. Guys, I had no problems with this film. War for the Planet of the Apes definitely deserves a 5 out of 5 stars. Definitely do not miss this, guys. If you have not seen it, you're missing out. I'm telling you right now that this is one of the best trilogies of all time, and I had a blast. So thanks for watching, and look forward for some more reviews coming very, very soon, and see you guys soon. Okay, thank you.